The Great Risk Transfer is a headline banner for a number of individual trends that are happening. So changes in pensions, the decline of annuities, the decline of with-profits, the retrenching of the welfare state are all adding up to a material impact on consumers. And so many individuals who were once protected from fluctuations in the stock market are now exposed to daily ups and downs of the stock market. And indeed employees who could once look forward to a guaranteed income for life in retirement are now having to worry about running out of money. Those are really difficult questions that individuals have to face, and I think we as a profession, as an industry, and along with policymakers, I think owe it to them to help them better make those decisions. What we are trying to do here is call out the aggregate impact of all of this and engage with a number of stakeholders to understand the impact on different parts of society. Is it good for some people to have access to these new choices, or is it actually detrimental to other segments who may not fully appreciate the choices or understand how to act on them? So really we're starting a conversation with many stakeholders to understand the impact of the trend and ultimately see how we can mitigate it for the greater good of society. The Great Risk Transfer is highly relevant to the actuarial profession. Over decades and centuries, actuaries have worked on investment risk and longevity risk. The fact that those risks are now sitting with individuals means that I think we can still use our expertise in managing those risks to understand the impact on individuals and potentially come up with mitigations, because it's a core competence of the actuarial profession to understand those risks. What we maybe need to get better at is kind of innovating to find better product solutions and potentially communicating those risks better to individuals. What we would like to do at this stage is encourage everyone who's got something to contribute to get in touch with us on our call for evidence via our website, because although the actuarial profession has some core insight to this, we don't necessarily have the breadth that so many different stakeholders can contribute, both in the UK and internationally. So at this very early stage in the debate, I would love to hear from as many stakeholders as possible and hear their perspectives on what's happening and potential what remedies we should be considering. In choosing the Great Risk Transfer as our 2020 Thought Leadership campaign, we were very clear on what we wanted to achieve. First of all, we wanted to call out the overall trend, because we haven't seen anyone talking about it in those terms before. Secondly, we want to engage with a number of people to share their observations and develop a common understanding. But ultimately the measure of success here will be the outputs from the campaign, and at this early stage it's probably too early to judge, but I would imagine we'll have a number of themes that we'll be going back with. So one might be speaking to policymakers about the trend and different policy interventions that they might want to consider. There may be some takeaways for industry as well around maybe communication and product innovation, and indeed broader stakeholders who are helping consumers make decisions. Hopefully we can inform and work with them on better ways of going about it. So ultimately I hope we will end up with real tangible actions that will improve the lot of consumers.